Morning. Cold brew. By the way, drink it through a straw so it doesn't mess your teeth up. That's usually why I drink through a straw, if anyone was wondering. Continuing the series of having myself wake up in the morning and talk to you guys about what's going on in gaming. Today I wanted to talk about XDefiant duty and how I do think that XDefiant is at a slow slope to essentially failure. Say that I don't like to be nihilistic about a game's launch. So XDefiant is set now to launch between October and November because of the shortcomings of getting the dev kits from Xbox and PlayStation that they were looking to launch around August. XDefiant is a free-to-play game that's going to launch in October and November, alongside Call of Duty, who's offering a lot of similar things that XDefiant was looking to market themselves because Call of Duty wasn't offering. Essentially good movement, map voting, red dots pinging, longer time to kill, ranked modes, all of these things that Modern Warfare 3 offering, as well as nostalgic throwback maps from Modern Warfare 2, and it looks like XDefiant is going to launch their free-to-play game alongside it. I mean, guys, Halo Infinite did a very similar thing. It was a free-to-play game, and they launched alongside Battlefield, which we all know launches like shit. And then they also launched next to Call of Duty Vanguard, which we all know World War II games, and Call of Duty games for that matter, just age like milk. Because the Call of Duty cycle really just works like this. Starting in the summertime, everybody knows that they're going to hibernate with the new Call of Duty, and they get very extremely overwhelmingly excited about the new trailer that came out that basically only shows cinematics with like a Metallica song. Then a little bit closer to the launch, they play the beta, and everybody gets really excited. Everybody starts making content for the game surrounding the excitement for the game, and everybody builds themselves up. October, November, December, everybody likes to pretend like this game has never had a problem and it won't have any problems in the future, and this game is going to be the future of the franchise of Call of Duty, and nobody can tell anyone differently. Until around February hits, when even the casuals begin to realize that the game is basically held up together with like rubber bands and chewed up gum and paper clips. Not to mention everybody starts to see the holes that are inside of the game with all the creative decisions that they made inside of the game, especially for Infinity Ward games, and come springtime, everybody hates the game. Which is when I think that XDefiant should probably launch their game. Right where everybody is frustrated with Call of Duty, games that are offering very similar features to Call of Duty right next to Call of Duty, especially when your game is free. Like, what are you gonna do? Put that under a Christmas tree? Here's your free game, Timmy. Call of Duty needs competition, but they also need competent competition. I mean, I do think that an August launch would have probably been better, and I understand that Mark was trying to push through that, and the dev kits from Xbox and PlayStation are kind of twisting their arm. And it's really good that Mark is being like super translucent about XDefiant being launched on the game systems, because it's like, that's what we need from Call of Duty. We never get communication from these guys, like ever. And it does seem like he really is in here for the long haul, and people seem to forget that XDefiant is going to be here for the next crappy Call of Duty, and the crappy Call of Duty after that, and the crappy Call of Duty after that. XDefiant is going to be a platform shooter that's just going to stay here. They don't need to reinvent the wheel every year like Call of Duty seems to think they do. But on that note, it's just like Call of Duty desperately needs good competition, and I don't think that like a carbon copy of Call of Duty is going to make that competition. I have a lot of stake right now in Marathon coming from Bungie, because Bungie is obviously good. They gave us the Holy Trinity. I think that XDefiant is just that it's going to be there, and I don't think the launch is going to be great, guys. I'm calling it right now. I think that Modern Warfare 3 is going to offer a lot of the similar things thanks to XDefiant putting a lot of urgency on putting the old stuff back inside of the Call of Duty games. They showed Call of Duty essentially like, look, there is a calling for these things that you guys just decided to like remove from the game randomly and with no explanation, and then just like leave all of your OG fans on their asses. I'm gonna make a game that doesn't do that and show you, hey guys, people loved that stuff. So now Call of Duty has to respond, and they did very well by adding red dot mini maps and prestige systems, faster time to kill, and lots of other things like dead silence that nobody really asked to just part ways with. I mean, we all know why you did it. It's just you secretly did it, and you know, you guys think there's no consequences to that, but people will get frustrated with your game that's been playing it for over a decade now. Dude, it's just, I don't know if it's like a generational thing, but like when I was playing Call of Duty 4, when I saw somebody that was 10th prestige, I never complained about how good they were. I just kind of like paid attention to my kill cam or paid attention to them when I was spectating them, and just like learned. XDefiant was essentially just like, yeah, dude, we know the generation of people that you grew up playing. We made Call of Duty 4. Why don't you come over here? Because this game is going to be better, but we're also going to launch it alongside Call of Duty. And we're going to make it free to play. So it's going to look, it's basically like XDefiant is going to be looked at like the side chick this season. And it's a shame, because it should be the main attraction, but it's just the side chick. Sorry, XDefiant. You guys are really messing up. I'm just speaking the truth. I don't really like that, and I was rooting for you, and I still kind of am, but essentially just seems like a carbon copy of what Call of Duty is making, and they're going to launch it right next to a game that has a lot of promising. Said guys, like I said, every morning I'm going to be drinking my coffee with you guys, just talking about gaming, what's going on, what's new in gaming. And this is going to be a new series on my YouTube channel, guys. Definitely like and subscribe. Keep supporting. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I'm not always correct. I understand that. The stars are lining up. You know, I've been gaming for 20 years. I've seen this stuff before. It ain't pretty. But guys, peace. Hope everybody has a great day. Later.